Hey, how's it going today, guys? Oh man, freedom! Where's William Wallace to come running through around here, man, with that blue face paint? Man, it was the Flintstones bird. Man, done for the day, right? So, man, it's been an amazing day. It's been an amazing week. It's been a heck of a year. And man, we're barely, 7, working on almost 8 months, into it, man. It's not even over yet. We still have so much to do, so much to go, so many things to do, so many things to see, so many people to, see. Oh man, it's getting crazy. Crazy. And I know you all are seeing it too. Absolutely nuts. It's a completely different world, isn't it? Isn't it? Completely different. And nothing in this world has changed. You know what's changed? You've changed. That's what it is. You've changed. I want you guys to take a minute. Sit, just take a second and just look at how you've changed just this year alone, not even counting 2020 and COVID. I know it began back there in 2019, just prior to COVID going into full effect in 2020. I know it began back there. I know it began years and years ago for everybody too, though. Like, you know what? It's been years and years and years. And some people, 5-year cycles, some people a 9-year cycle, most people a 7-year cycle. But, there's people that are ending 30-year cycles right now. Seriously. Like, incredible achievements are being made right now. But also, we do have to think about the antithesis of the achievements that are being made. There are also great, defeats being made as well. We need to pray for our brothers and sisters out there that are, feeling defeated. It's easy. It's easy to become defeated. Sorry, somebody's trying to call real quick. It's easy to become defeated. You know what? I guess this is the prelude to me talking about my own issue here. I walked through this world feeling defeated all of my life. Anybody who knows me could probably see it. Even before I did. I didn't even know it. I grew up in a really, really crazy home. My mom, amazing lady. Amazing, like salt of the earth. That's where I get it from. Like, I love my mom. I grew up in a house full of women. I had one brother, no dad, until I was about 13. So it was pretty crazy, It was a real dramatic change too, as well. Once I realized the change that I had asked for and had received in the home growing up, it was really, really different. So everything got even more crazier because my mom worked 3 jobs when I was growing up. My biological dad, he was just like I was before I figured stuff out for the most part. So, he wasn't really there when he was around, because he was never there. But, when he was around, it was about my brother. Or some achievement my sister was going to get. It was never, I never felt like anybody, like it mattered to anyone, whether I succeeded, whether I had victories, or whether I had defeats. It didn't matter. So I was already defeated. I literally felt like, well, the war is lost. Why even go out and fight the battle? And I'm dead serious. It's something that we all deal with in this world. All of us, with something. There's always at least one thing, unless you are a healed person, then there is something that we feel defeated by. And that one defeat permeates into the rest of the aspects, into other aspects of our life. It permeates one to the other. Just as your emotions feed into your mental body, your thoughts, and just as your thoughts permeate into your emotions, one feeds the other. Your spiritual, pursuits and sights, they affect your physical world. The way that your physical world, the things in your environment, also, whether you like them or you don't like them, the negative aspect of having them in your life will change you spiritually, internally, mentally, physically, emotionally. Because of the way you feel about those things externally, you will change your perspective internally. And the way you perceive things spiritually, internally, you will begin to change your world external to you. Everything always feeds into each other. Everything, one hand washes the other. Always, in all things. Spirit, I ask that you be here doing this. Let ego step out of the way. I am highly protected, highly loved. No weapon formed against me or this collective shall ever prosper, in the spirit or in the physical. As I speak, so it is. So, I'm trying to get into the habit of, protecting myself before, disembodying myself and putting it out onto the World Wide Web. That's not everybody has your best interest at heart. So, back to what I was saying, or back to what, we were being led into. So, if you're already defeated, then there is no way that you're going to be able, if you feel defeat, if you feel defeat in one aspect of your life, you will begin to see defeat in other aspects of your life. Well, I can't do it there. Well, I am normally good at this. What happened? You know what I mean? It begins to trickle, the whole trickle effect. One thing goes into the other. It's like one pool dropping into the next. It's got to get to the pump that brings it back up. You know what I mean? It's got to be cycled back through. The pool's going to fill up, and eventually it's going to drip anyways. You know what I mean? So it's all about flow and stuff as well. But we'll get into flow dynamics in another thing. We're talking about defeatism. So, man, I literally walked through this world about 30 years just defeated by my abandonment issues. I became avoidant, extremely avoidant. I love people. I love to meet new people, but then I found that once I get to know them and I actually have to have a relationship with them, I don't want to let them in any further than what they already are. And normally a relationship will require you to have more and more and more trust, more and more and more communication, more and more vulnerability and intimacy. Intimacy isn't only sexual. Intimacy it permeates all of our relationships. I love that word, permeate. I'm beginning to notice that. But it literally, it goes through everything. We are not defeated. We are conquerors. We are more than conquerors. More than. And where else do you want to go with this? Which it led me, I thought even through that, I didn't know I was defeated. I didn't know I had already, I wasn't even picking up the sword. I wasn't even putting on the armor anymore. I wasn't even going out to the fight. Now you guys are okay, well, let me know who wins. Dude, you're the one fighting, dude. The other guy's going to win if you don't come. You're the one supposed to be fighting. Let's go. We're going to watch you. Tell him I forfeit. Tell him he wins. We got to stop doing that. This world isn't going to... We're already changing. Okay, don't you notice, in the beginning of this video, we were talking about change. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We were talking about change. So, when we are going to change regardless, no matter what, that is the surety of life. That the one thing that always stays the same, the one permanent thing in life that's the same, is that we will change, and that everything will change. Right? So, if you want to have any conscious control over the changes that happen in your life, you need to be an active participant in making those decisions and those changes. If we don't choose to change and change the things that, I know the things within me that need changing. I get reminded of them daily, almost momentarily. Excuse me. So, within you, that small little voice, not the one that tells you you're POS and rah, 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 rah. That's egoic. That's lower carnal, human nature. But the higher mind, the one that speaks softly to you, the one that, no, that's not really so. You know how loved you are. You know how much that person actually loves you. It's not that way. It's that one. It's that voice. That voice. The one that you have to listen really hard for sometimes. It sounds just like you, because it is you. But it's you somewhere else. Okay? We are going to change regardless. We need to be active participants in making those changes, or change will be thrust upon us. And then we end up with these, tarot calls them a tower moment. And bust out the tower card. I love the tower card. I used to fear it. Every time I'd see the tower or the devil, I'd literally start freaking out. Oh no, what's going to happen in my life? What's going wrong now? No. What's about to be set right in my life now? Which one is it? I just want to see which one's coming, what's going to change now. I'm so excited for the change. I'm not even worried about how it changes my life. All that defeatism, it showed me something at the end. In the end, it showed me how faithless that I was. Seriously. That defeat sucks the faith right out of you. You go to church and sing hymns and throw money in the plate every week. Shake people's hands, do the nicest things for them. But at the end, go home feeling like the same human that walked in the door. Nothing had changed. That's what the Holy Spirit wants to change for you. That's what your divine Father in heaven wants to change for you. That's what your earthly mother wants to change for you. 100%. I know it's a fact, but it's the way that we get there to those changes. Make it easier on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Here, we'll find this tower card. Bear with me. There we go. Alright, in the original Rider-Waite, this Barbara Moore and it's Llewellyn's, thank you. I was going to say Llewellyn's, but I wasn't sure and I didn't want to totally butcher it. I love this deck. Man, um, Fantasia Crystals in Phoenix. Amazing store. Amazing store. Every time I go there, the people are just salt of the earth. And everybody's different. Until some are dark, some are light, some are, they're all a variant in between. They're all different colors of the rainbow. So I love going there. No judgment either. Everybody just, the Sunday Christian walked in there, man, they'd treat him the same. It's amazing. It's how life should be. That's why I love hippies. That's actually why I value hippies. Like, man, they might be drug addicts and drunks or whatever, They might be whatever they are, but I'll tell you what, they at least own it. And they at least know that, hey man, do you need something? How can I help you? Sometimes we overgive in that energy, but they had good intentions in the beginning. Just people came along and hijacked it, turned it into something else. The youth, the ones who didn't have thought or vision, hijacked the movement, and used it for drugs and alcohol and sex and debauchery and, what can I get from you? How can I fulfill my desires here? That's literally, Fly, how did you get in here? Thank you for visiting me, but please go fly somewhere else. Come on now, come on. It was, the lesser came in and hijacked that movement and turned it in and defiled it. I wouldn't say turned it into something else, they defiled it. Just like this New Age movement. When I was a church-going Christian, it was, all this New Age stuff, it's the devil, and it's, you know what? A lot of it is. They're right. But you know what? A lot of religion is the devil too. It's one half without the other half. They took the truths, washed them, and strung a bunch of lies all around them. You know what? I was taking a test today at work. I have really bad test anxiety. My defeatism still gets me. It showed me today that, like, man, I still have triggers from that part of my life that really affect my present life, that affects my future in serious ways. So I noticed today when I took this test that, man, I had really bad anxiety, and that defeatism still popped up.